back into radio.
Sharing God.
It's past 12.
The watchword from the President, Vision Africa, Bishop Sunday Onuaha.
In all your dealings with others, recognize the God-given knowledge they possess, because their silence may be their strength and not a sign of ignorance. Watchword from Archbishop Sunday Onuaha. A very good afternoon and welcome to News Around Nigeria on Vision Africa Radio this Friday, October 31, 2025. The headlines. Abia government to partner with Uganda for economic cooperation. Nnamdi Kanu files fresh motion, asks court to strike out all charges. Police rescue 23 foreigners, nationals kidnapped for 230 million naira ransom. And in sports, Barca track Osimhen to replace Lewandowski. With the news is Chinasa Anderson. Details shortly. Stay with us, please.
More local stories. Now news never stops. News of Breaking News Center. The leader for breaking news.
The news in detail. Abia State government says it is poised and committed to partner with the Republic of Uganda and other countries, bodies and agencies to take the micro, small and medium-scale enterprises (MSMEs) to the next level. Governor Alex Otti disclosed this when he received a delegation of the Uganda High Commissioner led by Ambassador Philip Odida, who called on him in his office. Otti explained that Abia, with a productive population of about 4.8 million people who are talented and good at what they do in crafts ranging from shoes, fabrics and fashion of high quality, can compete favorably with other producers around the world. He directed the relevant government officials to sit with the Uganda High Commissioner's team and work out the details of the proposed collaboration. Speaking earlier, the Uganda High Commissioner Ambassador Philip Odida described Abia State as a rising center of innovation, enterprise and economic dynamism in Nigeria, and added that their mission in the state is to explore concrete avenues for economic cooperation between Abia and Uganda, especially in the micro, small and medium-scale enterprises sector, which forms the backbone of every economy. The detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, has filed a fresh motion before the Federal High Court in Abuja, seeking the dismissal of all charges against him and his immediate release. In a motion dated October 30, 2025, entitled Motion on Notice and Written Address in Support, he argued that there is no valid charge against him under any existing law in Nigeria, adding that the charges currently before the court are a nullity at being issued for want of any extant legal foundation. Kanu, who is representing himself, filed a motion under Sections 1, Sub 3, Section 6, Sub 6b, and Section 36, Sub 12 of the 1999 Constitution, the Evidence Act 2011, and the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022. The Anambra Police Command has rescued a one-week-old baby girl allegedly sold for 1.7 million in Akwozu, Oyi local government area of the state. The command spokesperson, SP Tochwi Kinga, who confirmed the development, said the baby's 25-year-old mother, identified as Peace Elijah, received 350,000 naira as part of the proceeds from the sale. According to Ikenga, the operation was carried out by officers attached to the Rapid Response Squad at Akwozu following credible intelligence. He said police operatives arrested the baby's mother alongside 3 other women suspected to have facilitated the illegal transaction. The suspects were identified as Elizabeth Okafor, 62, Esther Nweke, 48, and Ngozi Manfa, 45. The presidency has declared that the reported attempted coup is damaging Nigeria's economy and scaring foreign investors away from Nigeria. President Bola Tinubu's spokesman Bayo Onanuga made this known during an interview on a television program. Onanuga cautioned against unverified reports, stressing that Nigerians should wait for facts and evidence and not rely on rumors. The federal government has commenced the disbursement of funds under the Tertiary Institution Staff Support Fund, designed to strengthen staff welfare, institutional productivity, and innovation across Nigeria's tertiary education system. This is contained in a statement made available to journalists in Abuja by the Director, Press and Public Relations, Federal Ministry of Education, Mrs. Folashade Boriowo. Boriowo, while quoting the Ministry of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, on the milestone, said the welfare was an initiative of President Bola Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda. The Federal Capital Territory Police Command has dismantled a transnational kidnapping syndicate that demanded 230 million naira in ransom from foreign nationals lured into Nigeria on the false promise of money-spinning jobs. Police said its operatives rescued 23 victims and arrested 14 suspects during a sting operation in Nasarawa State. The command Scorpion Squad launched the operation around 8 p.m. on Tuesday, October 22 at Angwan Adamu Ruga Fulani Zone B, Riverside, Adoma Araba, where the hostages were held. Moving on, the management of Delta State University, Delsu Abraka, has expelled a 200-level student of the Department of Biotechnology, AZU Goma, for uploading a video on TikTok showing a dying student allegedly involved in an abortion incident. Goma was rusticated for 4 semesters, effective from the 2025/2026 academic section, and is expected to resume her studies in the 2027/2028 section. According to a letter signed by the Principal Assistant Registrar Students, Uwimabo A, on behalf of the Deputy Registrar Students, Ugoma was found guilty of breaching a matriculation oath and engaging in gross misconduct. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has presented brand new Toyota SUVs to traditional rulers across the state, describing it as an effort to protect and advance the welfare of traditional institutions. Aiyedatiwa stated that the gesture was to make a historic milestone and a collective journey towards the progress and elevation of every traditional kinship stool to an enviable height. He appreciated the traditional rulers in the state for tremendous support accorded to his administration in maintaining peace and security in the various domains. On business update, petroleum marketers have warned that the pump price of premium motor spirits, popularly known as petrol, could exceed 1,000 naira per litre, following President Bola Tinubu's approval of a 15% ad valorem import tariff on fuel imports. The new policy, which takes effect after a 30-day transition period expected to end on November 21, 2025, is part of the government's strategy to protect local refiners and reduce the influx of cheaper imported products that threaten domestic refining investment. Commenting on these, multiple depot operators with knowledge of the matter who spoke on the condition of anonymity said the decision could further raise the price of petrol, which already sells for around 920 naira per litre in many parts of the country. This is 2 News Around Nigeria on Vision Africa Radio 104.1 FM. We take a short break now. The news makes a return after this timeout. Please do well to stay with us.
More complete coverage. More local stories.
There was outrage in Benue. A group of misinformed youth reportedly took possession of the body of Lassa fever victim, blocking health officials from performing a proper and safe burial in Obadibu local government area. According to the a 54-year-old woman from Obadibu died at the Benue State University Teaching Hospital in Makudi, where laboratory tests confirmed she had contracted the Lassa fever virus. Tension fled when the Ministry of Health's Rapid Response Team attempted to carry out the approved burial procedures. Some agitated youth allegedly resisted and moved the corpse to a private mortuary in Uboku local government area. The development is the fifth intervention of the Benue State Commissioner for Health and Human Services, Dr. Paul Obuche, who consisting of epidemiologists, local government representatives, and security personnel to the scene. After several hours of negotiations involving family members, community chiefs, and youth leaders, the remains were recovered and laid to rest safely in Orokam by the state safe burial team. And let's talk sports now. Barcelona have identified Victor Osimhen as a potential successor to the aging Robert Lewandowski, who is expected to leave the reigning La Liga champions at the end of the season. According to a report from Catalan outlet Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona have set their sights on Osimhen and are considering signing the former Napoli footman next summer. The reigning La Liga champions have made acquiring a new striker one of their top priorities while planning for the 2026/27 season and beyond, in light of the possibility that the ongoing season will be Lewandowski's last in the Blaugrana colors. To end the news, here is a recap of the major stories in the news. Abia State government says it is poised and committed to partner with the Republic of Uganda and other countries, bodies, and agencies to take the micro, small, and medium-scale enterprises (MSMEs) to the next level. The detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, has filed a fresh motion before the Federal High Court in Abuja seeking the dismissal of all charges against him and his immediate release. We also told you that the Federal Capital Territory Police Command has dismantled a transnational kidnapping syndicate that demanded 230 million naira in ransom from foreign nationals lured into Nigeria under false promises of money spinning jobs. And in sports, Barcelona have identified Victor Osimhen as a potential successor to the aging Robert Lewandowski, who is expected to leave the reigning La Liga champions at the end of the season. And for your eyewitness accounts, comment, inquiries, and suggestions, you can email on visionafricaradionews@gmail.com or facebook.com/Vision Africa Radio. You can also listen to Vision Africa Radio 104.1 FM online by logging on to visionafricaradioblog.com. Call our marketing business hotline today on 0706-346-4603. Again, 0706-346-4603. Our front desk officer is waiting for your call to talk business. Remember, Vision Africa Radio is live on YouTube. Please do well to join Vision Africa Radio 104.1 FM. And that was the news as edited by Choma Dixon Paul. It's been Chinasa Anderson sincerely appreciating you for your time and reminding you our watchword from Archbishop Sunday Onuoha. In all your dealings with others, recognize the God-given knowledge they possess, because their silence may be their strength and not a sign of ignorance. Thank you so very much once more for your time. Please do well to stay with us for more exciting momentum broadcast today and all this. My name is Chinasa Anderson, wishing you a very lovely and amazing weekend. Remember to join us on Sunday at Mater Dei Cathedral, while we will be rounding off with our Icons finale. Do well to be there.